stadium. Buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team,
turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunk.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides to back and leaves it. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Williams will pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Bellamy. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Motion from the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking for space. It's Polk. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. To the air, it's Matthews. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Hand off from the gun. Quick spin on the run. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now from the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fletcher. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Bellamy. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
First and 10. Williams will pass. Back open in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They've moved it into scoring territory. First and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback adapted. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they're in for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's low. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Matthews. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Fletcher. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man, it's Matthews. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. looking to throw. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense onto the field again. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it to the car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Williams looking for a man. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the right side. He's at the 20. Touchdown!
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Running to Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's York. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback on the keep. Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. The short hands, it's York. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Bellamy. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
It's 1st down from the 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
At the 26-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Fakes to grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Handoff from the shotgun. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers and works his way to the 19.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Tate. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it in the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Catch in the middle. It's Douglas. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bellamy. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He'll pull it on the read. Hits it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Matthews. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Maddox. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
1st and goal for the offense. Back to pass, it's Matthews. He's got it and still on his feet.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Back's got it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.